Hello, Cambridge College faculty. My name is Brooks Winchell from the Center for Excellence in Learning and Teaching. As you know, as a result of the coronavirus, we're moving courses to online format. So one option for moving your course to online is to run your course or part of your course through Zoom. So in this video, we're going to show you how to set up a Zoom account and set up Zoom meetings, and also how to manage a Zoom meeting and some of the features in Zoom. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to zoom.us, right, and sign up for an account, sign up for a free account. So click this button here, sign up, it's free, and put in your Cambridge College email address, and click sign up, and click sign up. It's going to send you an email asking you to verify your account. So go to your email, and you'll see an email from Zoom. Click that email, and click the join the account to link your email to your Zoom account and verify it. When you go back there, it's going to ask you to put in your name and create a password, and click continue. Click I'm not a robot and skip the invite step. And then it tells you right here that your personal meeting ID is this. So you can click right here to start a meeting if you want, or you can go to your account. So in your account, you'll land on your profile page, which has your name and your personal meeting ID room number. It also has the settings that you've configured for your account in here too. If you click the Meetings tab on the left, that's where you can schedule meetings. You'll see the meetings that you have coming up that you've already scheduled. And if you want to start those, you can just start them here. Or schedule a new meeting. Click Schedule a New Meeting. Name it whatever you want. Give it a description, say when it's going to be, the date and the time, how long it's going to be. If it's a class, you can adjust it to the length of your class. If it's going to be a recurring meeting, like for a class, click the recurring meeting box and say, how frequently that's going to occur and when the end date would be or how many occurrences it'll be. And then you have a couple of settings here. You can require a password. I probably wouldn't do that. You can mute participants upon entry or enable a waiting room. But those are generally set up for best practice anyway. So I would just, if you're happy with it, click Save. That'll create your meeting. And on the next page, it gives you the option to either start that meeting right away or to send an email from that meeting. So there's a few different ways you can do it. You can either copy the invitation and click Copy. And then you can put that into an email and paste it like this. And then you'll see your full meeting invitation with the name of it, the dates, and the link to join, which students will use to get into that meeting. It also has the mobile numbers in here. Although I would always encourage students to use the link and not use the numbers because Zoom is experiencing high frequency on their phone systems now, so they're not as reliable. And then you can put in the recipients of your students and send it to them, and then they'll receive the link. And we made an additional video for students that shows them what to do, how to get into Zoom once they have that link. Alternatively, there's a few different options to send an email right from Zoom. So if you have Outlook or Google, you would click that one, and it would launch your computer app with the meeting. And in the email, you'll see that the email is completely embedded right now and ready to go. So all you have to do is add the recipients to this and save and close this email to send it. Once you've created those meetings, you'll see your meetings in the meeting list. The one that I just created was this one right here, Zoom. So if that was for my class, when it was time to have that class, I would just click Start. The first time you've launched Zoom, if you've never done it before, it'll either automatically start downloading and running the app, or if it doesn't automatically start, click Download and Run Zoom. It'll download the executable app, which is perfectly safe for your computer or other devices. Click that, and it'll install the app onto your computer. And it'll launch your meeting. For every subsequent time, it'll be much easier because once the Zoom app is installed, when you click Start, it'll just launch much quicker. When it first launches, you'll land on this page that asks you to join with computer audio. You have the option to do that, and you do want to do that, but you first probably want to start by testing your speaker and microphone. So you want to click that, If you hear a ringtone, that means that your speakers work, so you click yes. If you hear yourself talking back, that means your microphone's working, so you click yes. Then you do join computer audio here, and you're connected in your Zoom meeting. My video is not enabled because I'm recording a video right now and I can't do it in 2 places at once. But generally your video will start working automatically too. If it doesn't, you can click this to start the video. And the red slash means that video is not working. So I'm in a meeting by myself right now, but if I was in a meeting with several other students, you would see all the students' faces in tiles over here, and the active speaker would be on the main screen. Along the bottom are all the tools that you can use to manage your Zoom meeting. So we already talked about starting and stopping video. You can also mute and unmute your microphone by clicking this microphone right here. And in general, it's best practice to mute your microphone if you're not talking so that background noise doesn't distract the meeting or the class. And it's good to remind students of that too. There's also more advanced options for the microphone here and for the video here. Going along the bottom, there's an invite button right here. So you can click that and either copy the URL for the meeting or launch an email app right away that you can send an email to students who aren't in the meeting right from the meeting. You can also manage participants. So you click that and you see everybody who's in there. And as the host, you'll have the option to mute or unmute people if they're distracting the class. There's a polling feature, which you can explore if you're interested in setting up online polls through Zoom for your class. Screen share is probably the most important button. If you click that, it gives you several options of screen shares, right? So if you just click screen and do share, it shares whatever is currently on your screen, and everybody in the meeting will be able to see that. To stop the share, click stop share. Other alternatives for screen sharing are the whiteboard. You click that and share. It'll launch a virtual whiteboard that your students can see, and you can write right on that. That could be helpful for some classes, maybe for mathematics. And there are several different tools that you can use to either save those or different options for annotating that whiteboard. In addition to the screen and the whiteboard, you also have the option to share any of the other windows that you have open. I'm going to take a minute to share my YouTube video to make this point, which is that you can show videos through Zoom, but you need to make sure that if you're going to share a video, you go to More and you click the Share Computer Sound button. That will allow students to hear the sound through their computer. If you don't do that, they might not be able to hear the video. So it's definitely worth noting. Going along the bottom, the chat is a little window that'll show everybody who's in there. It'll allow you to write messages to students. You can either send them to everyone or you can send them to just certain students. You also have the option to upload files in the chat. So if you click the file, you can browse your computer and upload any kind of file. This is really great if you want to share files with your students. You can just do it right through the Zoom chat and then tell them you can access that file or PowerPoint through the Zoom chat. There's also this neat little reaction thing that will allow you to send a little clap emoji or a little thumbs up emoji to students. Along the bottom, there's a recording option, so you can record to the cloud, which will put it right into your Zoom account and will show up in recordings. Although if you're going to record a class, you definitely want to make sure that you have your students' consent for that. And there's a breakout room option. So breakout rooms will allow you to put students into smaller groups of like 2 or 3. So you could have like 5 or 6 groups of 2 or 3, right? And you can set up the breakout rooms, and then when they're done, you can close them and everybody can come back to the big group. So that's a nice feature. It's kind of a more advanced Zoom feature, but it's nice for faculty to know that it's there. So that's how you set up your Zoom account, and those are some of the main features of Zoom. I would definitely recommend that if you are going to use Zoom for your class, that you keep some best practices in mind. Make sure that students understand that they should mute their microphones if they're not talking, or you can mute them yourself. Also, it's good practice to keep video on for professors and for students so that you know that people are engaged. And you want to remind your students that they should be on high bandwidth networks when they're on Zoom, because the video streaming takes a lot of bandwidth. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and good luck setting up your classes in Zoom.